Welcome everybody. We are watching the Cougars, who are in white, play the Tigers, who are in blue. It is September 27th, and Kenley is walking up the ball here with a nice dribble, nice cut. Can she find Mike? She does try to find him, but the pass does not get there, and the goalie for Tigers is able to recover the ball. He is going to throw it out. We see that the Tiger team is looking up. Killian with a good interception. He runs it up the field. Does not connect with one of his teammates. But Cougars with a high press. Everett has the ball. He shoots. And what a save from the Tigers goalie. Kenley follows that up. She tries to get a shot off, but does not get it through. Savannah recovers the ball. Passes it back up to Kenley. Kenley trying to shoot. Can't get there.
It to Everett.
And Everett scores. Nice goal with the right foot. Let's see if we can see the replay there. All right, we have Kenley. Shot gets blocked, and she tees it up right there.
Everett shoots.
Nice goal. Good teamwork by the Cougars. All right. So Cougars are in the lead. Tigers keep coming up with the ball. But good interception, I think, by Everett there. Savannah on the ball. She is able to get it past the blue, and Kenley passes it up to Killian. Killian starts dribbling up the field. Nice cut there. Oh, past 2 or 3 Tigers. Cuts it. And a pass, and it's intercepted by the Tigers team. Here we got Savannah going for the ball, but Everett recovers. Everett with a nice explosive run. Gets around the defense and scores another goal. Nice job, Everett. What do you think, Killian?
Nice.
All right, here's the replay. Cuts inside, gets in front of his defender, and is able to tuck it into the far left corner. I know, that was pretty nice. All right, so Cougars continue to expand their lead. Savannah immediately applying pressure, which is awesome. And then we have Kenley with the interception. She gets through 2 of the defenders. Can she find a pass? No, she's blocked by one of the Tigers' defenders. Savannah, though, gets the ball, tries to find a teammate. Tigers is able to play it out of bounds. Here we have Killian. Oh, gets through 2 defenders. Is he able to get a shot off? Cuts. Gets the ball a little too far ahead of him, and unfortunately shoots it next to the goal. All right, throw out from the goalie for Tigers. Here we have Kenley. She receives the ball, tries to pass it to Savannah. Savannah with a shot. Killian follows it up, is able to keep the ball in. Finds a teammate, finds Savannah, gets a shot off. Can Cougars shoot it? Oh, the Tigers goalie gets there just in advance of that. Here we have Julian on the ball. Julian with a nice pass over to Kenley. Kenley tries a shot, and it's blocked by one of the Tigers defenders. Good move, though. All right. Tigers trying to play it up the field, passing it up nicely. Oh, but here we have Killian, who is able to intercept the ball, passes it to Savannah. Here we go, pass up to Kenley. Kenley does not get the ball under control, and Cougars get another shot on target, I suppose. Here we go, Killian unfortunately loses the ball. Here we have Aiden with an amazing interception to stop the attack from the Tigers. Killian is now carrying the ball up the field. Nice pass to Savannah. Savannah passes it up to Kenley. And here we go, Julian. Nice with getting the ball. Here comes Killian. He's going to run it up the field. The ball gets knocked away from him by the Tigers team, but he still has possession. Continues to try and find his teammates. Here we go. We got Aiden with a good interception there. Killian passes to Savannah. Savannah continues the charge. Killian's able to get the ball, passes it back up to Savannah. Savannah continuing to run it up the field. Keeps the ball in. Nice job. Aiden with a good clearance. Killian gets the ball. Kenley gets the ball. And Killian is through. Who gets around his defender? Can he cut? He pen, but he chooses not to pass his teammates who were open. What happened there, bud? Why didn't you pass it? Maybe you were pretty tired there. All right. I see some good work by the Cougars to position themselves well for that throw-in, but the Tigers are able to connect. They get it to one of their strikers, but Iden with an amazing interception passes it up to Kenley. Kenley passes it to Killian. He'd be through on goal here. Can he get a shot off? Plays the ball a little bit too far ahead of him and is not able to shoot, but that's okay. All right, I believe this is the second quarter, and so kickoff for the Cougars. Kenley passes this to Julian. Julian tries to find Everett, but does not get it there all the way. But Everett's able to recover the ball and runs up the field and keeps possession. Tries to pass it back up to one of the attackers. Here we go. Here's Julian. Julian tries to charge onto goal, but is stopped in his tracks by one of the Tigers' defensemen. Tigers coming up. Ooh, good block there by Neal in the back. Everett recovers the ball and dribbles up the side of the field here. Dribbling through two people, dribbling past two more. Passes it up to Mike. Mike is not able to get control of the ball to move towards the goal, but good effort there by Mike. Cougars continuing to keep the ball in, keep it on the line, do a good job. Here comes Everett. Loses the ball, but chases it down and recovers possession nicely. He has Kenley there in front of the goal. Is he able to get it there? The defense is able to do a good job. Does end up finding Kenley. Kenley with a shot and saved by the Tigers goalie. Nice job, Oliver. Alrighty. Tigers goalie still has the ball in his possession. He rolls it out to one of their defenders, and Everett recovers the ball and immediately turns back towards the goal. Is charging there. Is he able to get a shot off? He is not able to shoot, unfortunately. He gets cut off by one of the defenders. All right, another good pass out from the back for Tigers here. But Julian recovers the ball nicely. Tigers are able to get the ball back, though, and clear it. Here we have Everett getting the ball. Nice, is able to try to find one of the attackers, but Kelly is just too late to try to get to the ball. Everett doing a good job sticking with the Tigers defender, so he can't just run up the field unimpeded. And there's going to be a throw-in. Nice job, nice throw over to Mike. But the referee says to take the throw-in again. And does a good job finding, I believe, Iden up there. Now, Iden is going to take the ball and he's going to do a throw-in. Throws the ball to nice run by Everett there. Everett is not able to get the ball, and it's run over the goal line by Tigers, out for a corner kick. What do you think so far, Killian?
I think it's a great game.
Oh, here we go. We have Kenley is not able to get possession of the ball, even though it was a good corner kick. Kenley trying to recover the ball, but Tigers is fast. But Everett runs all the way from the corner he just took, is able to recover the ball for the Cougars. Continues to dribble, gets past three guys. Passes his final defender. Can he shoot? With a nice shot past the goalie.
Hat trick.
Hat trick, that is a hat trick. Nice job, Everett. You see a replay. A good right-footed shot up and almost to the upper right-hand corner. Difficult for the goalie to reach, and so he scores a goal. And we have Savannah with a good interception. Mike gets the ball. Julian recovers. Tries to find a pass, and I think he is going to find a pass. Nice. Yep, he finds it to Mike. Mike continues passing the ball, passes it to Savannah. Savannah's able to pass it to Killian, just short, but recovers it. Nice job. Killian gets the ball, gets it over to Everett. Everett with possession, but is swarmed by the Tigers defense, and unfortunately loses the ball, but Killian intercepts again. Nice pass over to Everett. Everett dribbles on with the ball, passes it up to Mike. Mike dribbles to the goal. Can he find a teammate or a shot? Unfortunately, the ball does not reach it to Savannah, but it was a good effort. And Savannah with a pass up to Killian. Killian with a good interception in their box and a shot. Oh, saved by the Tigers goalie. That was a good job, though. You got the ball there. Nice interception by Julian to pass it back up to Mike. Mike goes through and gets injured on the play. Hopefully he's okay. Tigers goalie with a throw out. Everett recovers the ball. Julian is able to get it. Julian with a nice pass out to Everett. Killian finds position up in the top of the box. Nice. Good touch. And a finish. Nice teamwork by the Cougars with a great recovery from Julian. A pass out to Everett. And then a good connection to Killian in the box. And Killian's able to finish with his right foot to the far right-hand corner of the goalie. So here we are back with the game. Mike dribbling it up with a shot. Everett chases it down, though. Recovers the ball. And is able to score the fourth goal.
That's a
for Everett.
glut.
That is called a glut. We looked it up, and scoring 4 goals in a game is called a glut or a haul. It's one of the two. All right, we are now in the second half, so we're going the other direction. Killian with a nice pass out to Kenley. Kenley is stopped by the defenders. Killian is able to keep the ball in and is going to try to dribble it up the line or down the line, but the defense is able to get the ball away from the goalie and away from danger. Iden with a nice throw over to Kenley. Kenley can't get through the wall of the defense that the Tigers are putting up. Killian recovers the ball. Can he find a teammate? No, he loses the ball, but Savannah comes in and tries to help him. Everett with a good last defender save there by recovering the ball, passes it out to Kenley. Kenley with a good pass over to Killian. He gets in front of the goal and shoots with his left, which is your weaker foot, right? But good job trying to shoot with your left. And the goalie's able to make a save. Iden with a recovery. Here comes Savannah. Gets this good shot into the corner under the goalie and scores a goal. Nice job, Savannah. That was a nice goal. I like to see the team congratulating each other. Here we have the replay. A nice left-footed shot to the far right-hand corner as well. Goes under the goalie and is not stoppable. Here's Savannah again, dribbling up the field. Nice turn and passes it over to Neal. Neal dribbling up the field, cuts it back nicely, but the defense is able to get it. But that does not deter Neal. He continues to keep possession of the ball, and Tigers kick it out to be safe. Julian chasing it down, so is Maya. Maya almost gets the ball there. Julian recovers it for the Cougars. Again, good attempts to try and connect with each other. Neal recovers the ball. So Savannah finds a really good opening and goes into the space, and Neal passes an awesome pass over to Savannah. I love it. Iden with a potential shot. Oh, so close. Good job, Maya, going back there and recovering the ball. Big kick in. Oh, good. It is blocked by, it's a good block by the Tigers team. But we get the ball back. Here we go. Can we get the pass in? Good job by Savannah recovering the ball there, trying to recover the ball. Here goes Julian with a shot and hits one of the Tigers team. Looks like in the shoulder, so the ref did not call that as a foul. All right, continue on with another quarter here. Savannah recovers the ball, is dribbling up to the goal. Is not able to get past the strong defenders on the Tigers team. and they're able to get it back to their goalie. Now, there was a point where there was a handball, so we got a penalty kick, which was taken well by Neil, but saved by the goalie. So here we go into the fourth quarter. Julian passing it over to Killian. Killian passing it back over to Julian. Julian is able to muscle his way through some defenders, but they ultimately get the ball back. But it's okay because we have Maya and Savannah in the back who are ready, and their presence just being there deterred the defense from even making any further. So here comes Kenley. Nice cut there to get around her defense, and with a good pass over to Killian. Killian looks a little bit tired here, and the ball is taken away from him, but he keeps going and is able to win or secure a throw-in. We have a good save here by Everett, who's on goal at this point, off of a free kick after a handball. Everett throws it up to Maya. Maya is able to get the ball over to Killian. Good passing. Killian passes it up to Kenley with a nice pass up. Kenley with a dribble. Almost gets past the defender. Killian with a good follow-up. Is able to continue the run. Gets it back to Kenley. And Kenley tries to find Mike, but the defender stops. And Killian gets kicked, and he gets up again. Nice job. Very good. Here we have Kenley tries to pass it over to Killian, but the Tigers' defense is able to recover the ball. Killian continuing to track with the man, is doing a really good job, but is very tired. Not to worry, we have some great defenders. Maya and Savannah are keeping it tight in the back, and then we also have Everett on goal. Everett is able to pass the ball up to Savannah with a good pass. Savannah passes it over to, I believe, Kenley, it looks like. Kenley passes it up to Killian. Killian is able to recover the ball. Nice cut there. Keeps going. Nice job. Can he find a teammate? He's going to maybe pass it back over to Julian. He's able to find Julian. Julian with a very nice pass up to Kenley. And Kenley is able to finish with a right-footed shot. Nice pass, Julian. Right between two defenders. Look at this pass. Boom. Splits them. And all Kenley has to do is find that far left corner, which he does with a nice finish. Great job, team.